Welcome to Watermelon. The drive to win can sometimes overshadow the spirit of fair play. From a goalkeeper with 200 IQ to a boxer who destroyed the life of his opponent, these are embarrassing moments when athletes got caught cheating on camera. During the grueling conditions of a marathon, staying hydrated is crucial. So, organizers set up water stations where runners can grab a bottle. But this guy saw this as an opportunity to sabotage his opponents. He knocked down an entire row of water bottles to prevent his competitors from getting water in time. After the race, he claimed fatigue and slippery bottles were to blame. However, if you pay close attention, you'll see he dropped the whole row, but confidently grabbed the last bottle for himself. His action went unpunished. Give this video a thumbs up if you think he deserved a penalty. In 2013, Yohan Cabaye scored a spectacular goal against Stoke. From a free kick, he sent the ball into the top corner with a ricochet off the crossbar. While Osmir Begovic couldn't have saved his team from such a strike, Newcastle defender Stephen Taylor did influence the play. Watch what Taylor does as the goalkeeper tries to organize the wall. He positions himself in front of Begovic, mocking him and blocking his view, yet remains unpunished by the referee. If this isn't unsportsmanlike behavior, then why doesn't everyone use this tactic? The bout between Terrell Williams and Pritchard Colon became an indelible disgrace in boxing history and ended in a real tragedy. Throughout the fight, Williams repeatedly delivered rabbit punches, which are illegal hits to the back of the head, and the referee ignored all of them. However, when Colon took his revenge and delivered a low blow, he immediately stopped the fight, deducting 2 points from the Puerto Rican. In the following rounds, Williams kept throwing rabbit punches. The referee only warned Williams once in the 7th round and deducted a point from him. In the 9th round, Colon was knocked down twice. After one of these knockdowns, his team removed his gloves, thinking the referee had stopped the fight. But they were mistaken, and the referee disqualified Colon. It was Colon's first defeat in his 17th fight, but the worst was ahead. A few minutes later in the locker room, he collapsed and fell into a coma. After 6 long months, he emerged from it, and since the age of 23, he's been confined to a wheelchair, unable to speak or move. Feyenoord's goalkeeper, Justin Bijloed, ran out of his box to stop a dangerous attack. He executed a perfect slide tackle to clear the ball off the field. However, the episode didn't end there. He was too far from his goal and the opponents were ready to make a quick throw-in. It could easily result in a goal into the empty net. So, Justin quickly assessed the situation and displayed incredible wit. Before they could reintroduce the ball into play, the goalkeeper grabbed a second ball and threw it onto the pitch. The referee was compelled to stop the game to show him a card for unsportsmanlike behavior. Meanwhile, Justin made it back to his goal and his team had time to reorganize, ready to defend. Call it thinking outside the box, quite literally in this case. In 2023, Cole Palmer left Manchester City to join their rivals, Chelsea. When the teams faced each other next time, Palmer sneakily joined his former teammates as they huddled to discuss their game strategy. However, they quickly realized there was imposter among them. Jason Kidd was known for his clever playmaking while being a player, and he didn't lose his ingenuity when he transitioned to coaching. In a game against the Los Angeles Lakers, his team was trailing by 2 points with only 8 seconds left for the deciding attack. Unfortunately, Kidd had no timeouts left to instruct his team. Ingeniously, Kidd took a soda cup and signaled to one of his players to accidentally bump into him. Jason spilled the drink, and the officials had to stop the game to clean up the mess. During this break, Kidd was able to draw up a play for his team, despite not having any official timeouts left, but his team lost the game anyway, and the league fined Kidd $50,000 realizing what really happened. With 30 kilometers left to the finish line, Vincenzo Nibali was caught in a massive crash. Heroically, he managed to catch up with the peloton. However, when the organizers learned how he achieved this, they disqualified the Italian from the tournament. In this video, you see Nibali in blue leading a group of cyclists involved in the crash. Soon after, his team car appears and Nibali quickly pulls away from the rest. The issue was that he grabbed onto the car, which then dragged him forward. I mean, what did he hope for? Even if it hadn't been caught on camera, a dozen other cyclists caught him cheating with their own eyes. During a sharp turn, Italian racer Stefano Manzi forced his compatriot Romano Fanati off the track, causing both to lose several positions. This sent Fanati into a rage and led to an unthinkable act. He caught up with Manzi and grabbed his brake, endangering his life. Fortunately, Manzi managed to regain control and all ended well. As a result, Fanati was banned for 2 stages and sponsors terminated their contracts with him. Fanati decided to retire, but less than a year later, he returned to professional motorcycle racing. Now, you're watching forward Anthony Modeste fall while taking a penalty, and goalkeeper Marvin Hitz easily saves the poorly executed shot. But what if I told you the goalkeeper orchestrated this outcome? As everyone prepared for the penalty, Hitz employed a small trick. The penalty was not imposed by the league, but by the stadium owners. The fine amounted to exactly 122.92 euros, the cost of the damage to the pitch. It was the final minutes of the Ajax vs Real Madrid match, with Madrid confidently leading 4-0. Their coach, Jose Mourinho, called midfielder Xabi Alonso over and whispered something to him. And then something ridiculous happened. While executing a free kick, Alonso started blatantly wasting time until the referee gave him a yellow card. It was his second card in the match, leading to his ejection from the game. A few minutes later, Mourinho sent an assistant to send a message to goalkeeper Iker Casillas, who then said something to Sergio Ramos. Ramos also began to waste time, eventually receiving a yellow card, his second in the match as well. A coincidence? Clearly not. The reason behind this bizarre behavior was strategic. Both Alonso and Ramos were 1 yellow card away from suspension. The next match didn't matter to Madrid as they already secured the first place in the group. By deliberately getting themselves in this match, they reset their yellow card count for future, more critical games in the tournament. UEFA investigated the incident and fined the club 120,000 euros, and Mourinho was handed a 2-match touchline ban in the Champions League. As you know, a football goalkeeper cannot handle the ball if it's passed to them by a teammate's foot. However, there are exceptions, such as when the ball deflects off a teammate or is passed with a header. Ivan Perisic ingeniously exploited this rule. He flicked the ball up with his foot and then with a clever header, directed it into his goalkeeper's hands. The referee, however, was not amused by this creativity. He showed Perisic a yellow card for unsporting behavior, attempting to deceive the official, and awarded a free kick to the opposing team. Marco Verratti went even further. He dived into the ground to head the ball towards goalkeeper Kevin Trapp. Wisely, Trapp chose not to pick up the ball with his hands. However, the referee still chose to punish Verratti. As you might guess, he penalized him with a yellow card and gave a free kick to his opponents. Thank you for staying with us all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for more content, and see you in the next video.